So how long has this car been sitting here?
It's been sitting here since 1972.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yep, there she is.
What year is this?
It is a 1962.
The boat tail.
Yep.
It's always difficult when you first see the rear end of these. It's hard to tell from 62 to 63 if it's, you know, a C1 or C2. Pretty sure they brought the boat tail in the very final years of the C1, but man, look at this thing. This was your grandfather's car?
Yep.
I love the color though. You never see this color.
Yeah, they're normally black or red, so it's kind of cool that it's bronze.
And that's all original paint?
Yep.
Holy smokes. Have you ever seen this car out in the daylight?
It has always sat in here with a bunch of stuff on top of it, and you couldn't even tell that there were two cars in this garage.
Wow. Well, we should probably go grab your grandpa and get a little bit more information, figure out why it was parked in here in 1972. We want to let you guys know that we are in the middle of our 1965 Mustang giveaway. So if you buy any of our detailing supplies from our website, you'll be entered to win this fully restored Mustang. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Under the hood, we have a Ford V8 302. We have a brand new steering rack, brand new front end suspension, new alternator. This thing runs fantastic. Not only that, we have brand new tires, brand new brakes, and we have brand new rear air shocks as well. The interior has been fully restored, complete with this beautiful wood grain steering wheel. So again, guys, if you want the opportunity to take home this 1965 Mustang, all you have to do is buy any of our detailing supplies or merchandise from our website. It's the same products that we use on every single car you see in our videos. And right now is the best time to get entered because we're running a 30 times multiplier site-wide, which means every dollar you spend gets you 30 entries. If you spend $100, you'll get 3,000 entries and a way better chance of winning this Mustang. And let me be honest with you guys, nobody has entered this giveaway. This is the worst giveaway that we've ever run as far as the amount of orders that we've had. And maybe people just don't like this Mustang. I have no idea, but if you do like this Mustang, this is a great chance to get entered. Go click the link, grab some product or merch, and maybe this will end up in your driveway. But now, let's get back to the Corvette. We are here with the owner of the car, Grandpa Bob, who's Drew's grandpa. He bought this car in 1972 and it got flatbedded to this garage where it's sat since 1972?
Right.
So did you even get the chance to drive it?
A little bit, not much.
Yeah, it looks like it's been sitting here since 1972.
The problem was that the insurance was too high to continue driving if we wanted to. I think what it was, like $1,200 for insurance, which was too much.
Yeah, back in 1972, that's like what?
Yeah.
20 grand now? No, something like
something
that.
crazy.
Right.
Wow, that's nuts. And so now Drew is going to, what, you're going to take this car and rebuild it and restore it?
Right.
Redo everything.
Nice. Right. Yeah, it deserves to be back on the road, especially, I mean, this is the last year, which if I'm not mistaken, they had bumped up the power. I think it was a bigger V8 than, well, obviously the inline six that they had in the first, the first iteration of the C1s. And then I think they went to the V8s, but then finally put the bigger motor in it. Are you going to keep the original motor?
Yep, because it's everything's numbers matching.
It's all original.
Yep.
Yeah, heck yeah. And so what's the goal? Are you going to get your grandpa back in it for another ride?
I've already bought all the stuff to get it mechanically sorted. Figured paint can wait, before we do a full respray on it. My buddy professionally does cars and stuff like that, so he was going to respray it eventually.
Nice.
But yeah, I just want to get a ride with my dad, with my grandpa, and I'm sure my dad wants to get a ride with him too. So
it's a generational family car. Thank you guys so much.
Okay.
I appreciate the time, and let's go ahead and figure out how we're going to get this out and into the trailer. So wait, this is you in... And that's this car right here? That's a different car.
It's different. It's a 1930 Ford today. Made a hot rod, I guess you would call it. Lowered it, you can just lower it on the frame.
Yeah, yeah. So it handled better.
Cars.
Wow, these are all trophies that you won from racing?
Yep. Still have them down in the basement.
Oh, man.
I sold this car to buy this one.
How much did you buy this car for?
That was $50.
$50? Was this one more expensive, or?
Yeah, that was $125.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can't buy them like that anymore, that's for sure.
No, for sure.
That's crazy. So you went racing. Your son go racing as well?
No.
You race?
I've gone to Nelson's a couple times.
We used to race up and down Euclid Avenue.
Oh.
We used to race motorcycles up and down Mayfield Hill, Green Road, Mayfield in 91.
Oh, man.
Steep hill. We used to race motorcycles up the hill.
That's really flipping cool. So it's in your guys' blood, huh?
Yep. So what do you think?
Finally it got out. Looks beautiful.
Bigger out.
Yeah.
Out of the garage.
Yeah, it is. It looks so much bigger out of it. You're right, it does. How about that?
You might just leave it like that.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool just to do...
There's some people leave the cars like that.
Wash it, like and then put some nice clear on it and just leave it as it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be perfect.
And everybody's going to say you want to sell it.
Because I mean, it's kind of perfect right now. Like,
Yeah, it is.
in its unpainted state.
It's a nice looking car, without a doubt.
So now we're going to load the car up into our trailer, but I want to ask the question of the video, so leave your answers in the comments below. This is a really cool opportunity for Drew to be able to buy this car off his grandfather and have something to always remember him by. So I want to ask you guys, what's one thing that when you think back, you always remember about your grandfather, or something that you still have from him that reminds you about him every single day that you'll always cherish? It's just so cool how cars can create a connection between family the way that they do.
We're back to the shop, and Mike has not seen the Corvette yet. What do you think, Mike?
It looks like it needs a lot of work. Who owns this thing? Tell me the story about it.
So it belongs to this elderly gentleman who bought it in like 1972 and pretty much parked it and never drove it. They drove it one time, they never actually got to fix it up and drive it around. And then he was about to sell it, but right after the transaction happened, the son of the grandfather was like, no, don't sell it, I want that. So they actually exchanged the money back and the title, and now the grandson is doing a full restoration on it, but we got our hands on it first, so we're gonna clean it up for him.
Okay, so we're kickstarting the restoration.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, well, he's got some work ahead of him, and we got some work ahead of us. This thing is in rough shape.
Yeah. What do you think of the color?
It's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a brown Corvette, but I don't hate it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I go back and forth between liking it and not liking it, just because red.
You always
red
want
is,
one in
yeah,
red.
the red
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
the color for Corvettes, at least
Or a
from this
white
time
one,
period.
a white one with red interior.
Or a pink one with a white stripe here, or the decal here, like Barbie.
No. So tell me, because this has this changeover back and this facelifted rear end, do you prefer the earlier cars or this one? This is like, what, the latest year before they did C2, correct?
Yeah, this is a 1962. This is the boat tail, or what they call the boat tail. And so I'm pretty sure the C2 has the same rear end, at least in the earlier years for the C2. So much to the point that Brent, when he saw the picture, actually thought this was a C2 Corvette and got me all excited.
I mean, from the rear end, it looks like one, so I totally understand. But what do you prefer? Do you think this looks better, or do you think for a C1, the other one looks better?
The earlier C1s, in my opinion, look better. I like
That's what I think too.
I like the Batmobile look.
Yeah. How it swoops. Like, this definitely fits a C2 body better. It's just odd to see cars change over time when they start updating, but I still think that this is gonna clean up pretty good.
Yeah, it's like a C1 and a half. C2, C1.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get started on the wheels and tires, but obviously these tires have seen better days. So we have brand new tires to put on this car, but we're gonna go ahead and clean up the original wheel tire combo so that the tire shop has a clean slate to start from, and then we'll go ahead and start washing her.
Really quickly before we continue washing the car, I want to ask you guys, I noticed this weird mark in the paint, and I can't figure out what it is. It looks like it's definitely in the paint. Do you think that something may have caught fire at some point? Or, I don't know. I can't even make other assumptions. I have no idea why the paint turns super dark back here and nowhere else. So if you have any clues, leave a comment down below.
Under the hood of this 62 Vette, I believe is a 327 V8, which looks like it was stored with a very large sock. Right, this is a grown man sock.
That reminds me of something they wore in like gym class in the 80s.
Yeah.
How much protecting of the carburetor do you think that did?
You know, it's definitely better than nothing. But if something really wanted to climb on in there, they could. You can tell that there was mice all in here, but I don't see any droppings or anything, so hopefully nothing got through. Oh gosh, and they got a battery that's ancient.
Wait, is that the battery all the way down there?
Yeah.
How do you change that out?
You know, this is a very good question, because I have no idea. These all kind of move. I guess you could kind of finagle it out this way, maybe? I don't know. That is a terrible design.
Also, do we know what MT stands for on the engine?
MT, so that's definitely not original. These have to be aftermarket by the company M/T. And I believe those wheels that this car came on to are also M/T. Maybe this motor is a little bit more modified than we think, but it is. So for starters, what we're gonna do is we're definitely gonna cover this carb up. We don't wanna get any water in here, and then we're gonna vacuum up all of this debris from mice, and then get some citrus degreaser on here and get this engine looking a lot better. So we've done a couple C1 Corvettes already, so we've gone over the interior of these a few times. This is the first one we've had that's actually had its full carpet still intact. And it's quite an interesting interior. I do really love the design, except for the massive steering wheel. I do not know how people drove around with this. But there's one thing that the owner was really interested in. Apparently, on these cars, there is a marking behind the passenger seat that'll have the paint code designation. And he's really interested to see if this is the actual original paint on this Corvette. I'm not sure if it is, so I'm gonna remove this seat and let's see if we can find it. Let's see.
There's a wooden spoon on the ground.
This is still good. I do not see any markings back here whatsoever.
Let's try the driver's seat.
We want to see if it's behind door number 2?
Sure. He also mentioned that it could be on the door jamb here, but there's no marker here. And let's see if it's behind the driver's seat. It looks like nothing there either.
Ho ho. This is a Hershey's bar.
Is that what Hershey's looked like in the 70s?
I don't think this is 70s. Maybe it is.
Is there an expiration date?
It's almond Hershey's. I mean, this is old paper, so no year on this one.
All right, guys, it's time to polish the C1 Corvette for Drew and his grandfather. And upon first inspection, we obviously have a ton of swirl marks, a ton of scratches, some staining over here, as well as just a bunch of overall damage, to be honest. The paint is not in the greatest condition, but what I want to do is I kind of want to give them a representation of what this car will look like if they choose to just go ahead and clear over the paint and make it a rat rod. You know, keep all this personality and patina that this car has, being that it's so special to him and his grandfather and his family. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and do a light polish just to bring back the color and remove some of the oxidation and try and make this, you know, champagne brown kind of pop more, and hopefully convince them to just go ahead and scuff it and spray some clear over it and keep it looking just as we found it. All right, guys, so we are here with Drew, his father, his grandfather, and some of his family to reveal the Corvette. You guys have any expectations for it?
I am so excited. Like, that's all day. That's what I've been thinking about.
I got to say, you know, at the end of the day, these are just objects with metal, glass, and plastic and rubber. But to see you guys all excited to see this vehicle and to know that it's going to live on still within the family, it's what we live for. It's the best part of what we do. And so I'll stop yammering. Let's go ahead and lift this garage.
Yeah,
all right, you guys ready? Ready. All right, here we go.
Holy
Wow!
No way.
No way! Oh my!
You look better than new.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Looks brand new!
Wow. Beautiful.
Oh my gosh!
Really nice.
That's nuts.
Fantastic!
Wow.
I think it came out a lot better than I had anticipated
Yeah, it
initially.
did.
I didn't think it would look like this.
Really nice.
Like,
Beautiful.
Oh,
Wow.
holy cow.
wow! Look at
Wow.
that!
What'd you do with all the dirt that was on it?
It's somewhere under the floor. I can give it back if you'd like.
No way.
Very nice.
Interior. Oh my
Very nice.
You know, like I said,
It doesn't smell like mouse droppings in here.
Wow!
Very nice.
And seeing the top down just makes it look so cool.
Wow.
You know what? Initially, the color wasn't my favorite. I like red Corvettes.
Yeah.
After it's been cleaned up, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, like it's
It's
just,
really different. Did it ever look like this?
I don't remember it looked this good. Never this good.
cool.
Never this good.
So what's the next plan on it, Drew? Like after it
Oh,
leaves here?
Sunday, we're gonna try to start it.
Oh, wow.
We already have new carburetor, brakes, pistons, and rotors, so no more drums. We've got new fuel lines, new fuel pump, new radiator. Like, my goal is to try to have this running and on the road before October.
Wow. Well, I gotta say, when you get this thing done, please bring it back by the shop. We'd love to see it. We'd love to update everyone.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank you guys so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank
Seriously, it's an absolute pleasure to work on a car like this and to have you guys all come out and see it. Thank you, sir, for trusting us with the car. And thank you all for watching. We appreciate the support so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, hit subscribe. And also, our Mustang giveaway is currently live, and it's the last week for 30 times entry. So go ahead, go buy some detailing products, get entered, get your chance to win that 1965 Mustang, and hopefully we'll see you next week.